Let's do this triple
I
chin.
know what it is, man.
Triple chin Ken in the building.
I'm Big Smash. Don't pay no attention to the other guy. You know, he talking crazy. This is Bet the House. This is the new version of Bet the House. You know, I feel good today. I feel good today. You know,
hey man,
don't you feel good? I feel good. Shout out to everybody that's out there feeling good on this nice and lovely, beautiful day out here today. How you feeling today, brother? Brother,
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
That is the way to be.
What's going on with you, my brother?
Oh man. I just want to take the time to tell all my people out here, hey, you over there. Good men do exist. We exist. Message for today. We exist. Good men exist.
You feel like you're a good man?
Do I feel like I'm a good man?
Yeah.
I try to be.
Define a good man, though.
A good man who gets up and does what he has to do. He don't make excuses. He don't search for pity parties or, you know, living off his woman. Definitely can't be one of those and call yourself a good man. You got to get up and make your own bread, man. You have to. You know, it's okay if y'all working together and y'all partners and, you know, all that, cool. Y'all borrow money or give money to each other. That's different. A good man is not going to live off of his woman. Watch her go to work while he just lay up and play Madden with Do Dirty all day. You know what I'm saying? That is not a good man. A good man comes from the mud. He's up, he's at him, he's working hard, you know. But I don't want y'all to get being a good man mistaken for being a perfect man. Like, there's no such thing as a perfect man. There is no such thing as a perfect man. Let me say it one more time. There is no such thing as a perfect man. And we know this is how it is. So when people try to discredit the distinction, it is definitely a difference between a good man and a perfect man. There is no such thing as a perfect man. I've said that 4 times already because I want y'all to understand that just because your man is not good or just because you run into guys that are not good that are not perfect does not mean they aren't good. There is no such thing as a perfect man. Now, a man can be good, but don't expect him to be perfect.
Right. It's only a such thing as you can be perfect for somebody, but you can't be a perfect individual. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of times we get that over that shadow, that dark cloud over our heads, man, because if you really think about it, it's required a lot to be a man, but it don't get talked about. You know, if we say, oh man, you know, we gotta provide, we gotta come up with the finances, you know, we gotta be there for stability, this, and this. Mm-hmm. Then the average woman will come back and be like, you don't understand how it is to be a woman. The kids this, the kids that. But then what about the guys that know how to cook, clean, take care of kids, and then some? We don't get that credit. We get overlooked. You know what I mean? So
that's true. That is true.
It's what you consider perfection in your eyesight.
I mean, yeah, like I was just saying, there's no such thing as a perfect man. Like, I am a witness to that. Like, I don't consider myself a perfect dude. Do I do fucked up things? Absolutely. And I think that's a part of learning experience, true enough. But we as men do have our moments where we feel like, you know, everything's going bad. And it ain't necessarily a bad thing because you can learn from it. You can grow from it. Right. But you have to want to. Like me personally, I know, am I a good dude? I try to be. I try to be one of those dudes that you know, that's can be counted on in the clutch. That's loyal. That's respectful. I mean, we don't wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go fuck up my relationship.
Right.
I'm gonna go cheat on my girl. I'm gonna go cheat on my guy. I don't think men and women wake up like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it happens over time though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when you cheat so much or you lie so much or you play so many games, it becomes like a natural thing. But
Yeah.
I don't think, you know, cheating, nobody wakes up in the morning and be like, I'm gonna cheat today. No, I don't think that's the case. I think it happens. Do I think cheating is wrong? Yes. Do men cheat? Yes. Do women cheat? Yes. And we joke about it a lot on here, but you know, I've been in relationships where I was wrong. I wasn't super committed, but you know, I tried to be. Again, we try. You know what I'm saying? You have to give credit to the man that tries. You know what I'm saying? You cannot belittle that man and beat that man down and make him feel like nothing and then expect him to not cheat. You know what I'm saying? If you're beating him down 24/7 and you have women out here who are showing him the utmost high, then what do you think that man's going to get comfortable doing? What do you think he's going to do? He's going to probably go to the woman that listens to him, that lets him talk, that values what he says, that has a lending ear, as opposed to going home to the woman who's belittling him, making him feel like nothing, making him feel like he's not good enough, making him feel like he's just beneath her. And we get that a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you get with a woman who really feels like she's on top of the world and she has everything, they seem to treat the men that they're with a little bit different. And men do it too. I was definitely guilty of that. I felt like I had the money, I had the crib, I had whatever I desired. So I felt like, shorty, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You need me. And that's how women are too. So again, if a man on his left side has a woman who listens to him, who respects him, who doesn't down talk him, and on the other side he got his woman at home who belittles him, tells him he ain't shit, tells him he can't do nothing right 24/7, what do you expect that man to do? You expect that man to constantly sit there and take it? Or, you know what I'm saying? I think it's all about your approach and how you treat. See, men, when we wrong, we wrong. You know what I'm saying? When we wrong, we wrong. When we wrong, when we fuck up, we fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Here's the scenario. We want y'all to forgive us and be done with the situation. We're done with the situation. And I noticed that a lot of times. Like, if I'm done being mad about the situation, okay, I'm done being mad. Now I need you to stop being mad. But I had to learn it don't work like that. Yeah. Because if I try to force her to be mad, to not be mad about something when she's not ready to not be mad about something, then it kind of fucks it up because it's being swept under the rug. And now you got this big ass hump in the middle of the carpet when you're trying to vacuum or some shit. So you cannot force your mate to stop being mad just because you're no longer mad about something. You have to let them manifest it into their own time. And I'm learning that right now. Like, sometimes you have to step back and let people heal at their own time. You cannot tell them, okay, look, I'm no longer mad, so now you need to stop being mad. No, it don't work like that.
I try to explain that shit to people.
So sometimes you gotta let them heal. You gotta let them move at their own pace. You gotta let them do their own thing at their own time. And that's the only way things get better. That's why I tell people, when you are in a relationship and it ends bad, You don't end that and then go jump in another relationship. And then that ends bad. Then you go jump in another relationship. Heal yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Like Fantasia say, go ahead and free yourself. Go ahead and free yourself. Shout out to everybody that's been paying attention. We DLP, you hold grudges?
No. They don't do nothing. You gotta ask yourself something. If say you hold a grudge against somebody,
yeah,
right, and y'all no longer cool, like what is it? What does it do? Why hold on to it? If we ain't even cool or we ain't even on that type of level, like I don't know. When it comes to grudges, like if somebody, I've been fucked over plenty of times, whether you talk about friendship, relationship, family, and it's like, all right, cool. Like you just gotta learn to like receive people for who they are, man. There's this thing that I was saying. I seen DMX actually said it. It was like, you know, expect a snake to bite you because that's what a snake does. You know, if a dog is gonna bark. You can't get mad at a person for who they are. And if that's the person that they choose, the version of them that they choose to give you, you just gotta, I mean, it sucks. It could be people you love to death. And it's like, if that don't work for you as a person, just sometimes it hurts to let people go, man. It does. I've had to do it a couple times, even with women that I've been with. And it's like, I don't even want it to be over, but it's over, you know? And y'all might dib and dive back and forth trying to figure it out, but again, to go back to what you're saying, if one of y'all ain't healed from it, it's not necessarily holding a grudge against a person. It's like sometimes, man, it's almost like I treat relationships like I treat scars, right? If you cut your arm right now, that it's gonna hurt for a couple days, right? Then it'll heal, and then the scab come, and you'll pick at the scab. You know what I'm saying? That's you picking at that hurt. As it heals, that war wound is gonna be there, but as time go on, you forget it's there until you see it again. You know what I mean? So it just depends, man. It just depends on what it is. But holding grudges don't help. I don't even see a purpose of being mad at somebody. Like if you mad at a person, it's up to you to go get yourself unmad at them. They can't fix that for you.
I think I only have one grudge in my life. Like the other shit I forgave and forgotten and moved on forward. It's like I can forgive just about anything, but it's like if I ever run into the dude that killed my brother, that's about the only grudge I got walking on this earth. Like if I ever run into him. Other than that, I feel like I have no grudges. I don't have grudges against exes. I don't have grudges against my daddy. I don't have grudges against whoever. Like I be feeling like that's a waste of energy. Like it's a waste of energy to it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of everything. Like I sit here and I be like, why am I getting mad? Why am I wasting my time mad at this person? This person is living their best life. You mad at your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend and they on Instagram partying and living it out. So I think that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. I don't have, you know, I could be out living my best life. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I don't want you to die.
Right.
15, 16, 17, 18-year-old Smash felt like that. Like, yes, I don't fucking like you. I want to fucking go crazy. Me, I'm different. Now you can hold a grudge against me. I have people right now. Now remember I said I don't hold grudges towards people. I don't hold grudges towards people, but I will tell you this. There are probably people walking around right now that are holding grudges towards me. And the reason they're holding grudges towards me is because I didn't stand still. Like I'm one of them dudes. I have to move. I cannot hold your hand while I'm trying to move myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to help you, and you know, we all work together. And that's why I like the team that I'm around, because we work together. Yeah, we bullshit, we laugh, we have fun, we jokes, we crack jokes. But best believe when it's time to work, we work. And people wasn't like that for me. You know what I'm saying? They'll be mad at you because you decided. That's like a dude that got it. He made money, moved out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Now the hood is mad at him because he decided to get his money and get out the hood, away from the same motherfuckers that's trying to kill him for making it. You know what I'm saying? You see that a lot. Like, you mad at me when I'm trying to live. Don't you? I figured this out a while ago. When you make money, you have a target on your back, especially in the hood. You know what I'm saying? If you are a hood nigga and you are getting money, you are always going to have somebody who's plotting. I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that more times than not. So I find myself not holding grudges. That's a waste of time. I don't want to die with somebody having a grudge towards me or me having a grudge towards them. Like, I've been one of them dudes that, no, I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. We ain't got to be friends. We ain't got to talk. We ain't got to hate each other either, though. I don't hate you because if we, for example, Dale, if me and you stop being friends today, I wouldn't hate you.
Right.
I would wish you well, and that don't mean me and you we enemies. That don't mean we enemies. If Dale came to me and said, "Yo, I don't want to do the show no more," that wouldn't make me and Dale enemies. We'll wish each other the best. We'll collab from time to time, and that'll be that. Niggas get upset when you tell them, "Yo, I don't want to do this no more." Now all of a sudden you a punk. Now all of a sudden you ain't this and you ain't that. And that's the same with relationships. If I woke up today and be like, "Yo, I don't want to be married anymore," you know what I'm saying? It's not because I'm having a grudge, and vice versa. It's not because she had a grudge or I had a grudge. It's just it wasn't the time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people have grudges with themselves. I know I see that a lot too. You know what I'm saying? People have grudges with themselves. They're not happy with themselves because the world will make it feel like you are not doing enough when you really busting your ass. You ever get that feeling? When you feel like the world will make it feel like you ain't doing shit. Shout out to Miss Donnie C in the building.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up?
Donnie C, you out here holding grudges?
What you talking about? Wait,
You weren't even ready.
wait
She
a
was
minute.
not ready at all, man.
Hold on. Against who?
No, he's saying in general.
Well, for one, against the ass whooping y'all got the other night, but no, we talking about just in general. The topic is holding grudges.
I don't hold grudges anymore. Well, okay, hold on. I don't hold grudges anymore, but how I live, people might think I hold a grudge. If that makes sense.
Make a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't believe, I believe you can forgive people and move on and move past them and not deal with them. I don't think forgiveness means you have to still interact with somebody or still have them in your life in any kind of way, family or not. So I don't hold grudges, but I let you stay when you're over there in your space over there.
Facts. And I was just saying that just because we not fucking with each other don't mean it's beef, don't mean I'm holding a grudge towards you. It just means I'm going left, you going right.
And I'm gonna let you keep going right.
Yeah, like it's a lot of people out here beefing with me, and I don't even pay attention.
Ken, don't start. Don't know, Ken.
No, I'm just saying it's a lot of people out here beefing with me, and I ain't even paying attention to them.
Okay.
Man,
okay.
It's a lot.
I thought you said you didn't do anything. I'm like, come on now, Ken.
No.
He didn't already vented about it.
No, it ain't even that. It's like I have people right now that are upset with me because I'm not in the same position I was 5 years ago.
But that's
Well,
gonna
that's their
happen.
problem.
Like every
Yeah.
time I come to the hood and I still see the same niggas doing the same shit, and I be like, yo, I'm glad I got out of Chicago. I'm glad I moved.
You know,
I moved, and I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, but I'm just saying that my goal wasn't to stand on the block for 5,
Is
10
that-
years and do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So
can
that was
I ask, since I'm
Okay.
speaking to two black men, and I don't like, okay, so Ken, I know you just said you came from the hood. Dale, did you come from the hood? Okay, you came from the hood. Because I want to ask
Spoodywood,
this question.
Texas.
Huh?
Grew up in Spoodywood.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I thought you just, okay. So, because I think this is more of a black man's issue than a black woman's issue.
Absolutely.
That whole you, oh, because you elevated and want to do better, oh, you think you too good or whatever. Like, why
It's a
do
poor
y'all
man's
think,
mentality.
huh?
It's a poor man's mentality.
Yeah, but it doesn't, like women, black women, I don't think, because I've never heard a black woman get in, but I don't know, I'm not really from the hood, so maybe they are getting told that, I just don't see it. But I've never heard of a black woman saying how they get told that by their peers, their female counterparts. Like, oh, you think you better than us because you gotta, like, I don't think that happens a lot to black women. But I could be wrong.
Well, because this is the thing, right? And it goes back to us having to untrain our minds as men. It's that mentality of you the man of the house at 16 because the father's gone. Or you got to go get a job because I need help with these bills. And then it's like, once you leave, you can't come back. Like, we don't have the comfort zone that women have growing up. Like, a woman can go out, get married, get divorced, and come back home to a mom, and there's no flack for that. But if a man does it, oh man, he a 32-year-old, 40-year-old nigga living with his mom. Like, it's a lot of backlash we get, but it comes from childhood. Us being told that we the man of the house at 16. So for Southerners, it's more so like, even me growing up, like I ain't gonna say I had it rough, but we wasn't always living in the same spot. Like, I was like, every other year we were either living with my grandma or living with a cousin, or it was just moving around a lot. You know what I mean? I never understood what was going on. I just happened to be a part of an environment because that's just what it is where we were living at. So my uncle who raised me sold drugs. So it was like, that to me was like, that's the norm. I didn't know nothing else outside of that. So this is what I seen. Like, I seen him shoot up heroin, all kind of shit. It's like, after a while, you find yourself trying to figure it out, and then you hear dudes like do this stupid shit where it's like, all right, I'm gonna get big and I'm gonna come back and take care of it. I'm not that guy. Once I was able to find a way to get out of that environment, I kept changing my environment to make myself better. That's an individual mindset. But the problem is, we get stuck. Men get stuck in this thing, man. That's supposed to be my boy, 10 toes down for the rest of my life. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, niggas come and go. Like, I got partners that's still out there that hustle to this day, but it's like, we grown about it. I went on, got a college degree. They chose not to, but we still cool. You know, it's no, we don't have no bad blood or nothing. It's just, we chose two different lifestyles. So no, we're not gonna hang together all the time, but it's still love them. But
I guess it's
a lot of the guys I got hung around with, even when I did get involved in that shit, that biggest thing was, you too smart to do that. You need to go to school. Like, they kept pushing that issue. So I eventually went to college. So, I mean, everybody's different, man. But I think it's for us down here, Houston being so big, that's why I get frustrated when I hear dudes say they sell drugs, because Houston is one of the most biggest. You got so many opportunities in Houston. It's not like in New York where the apartments are stacked on top of each other and you living in these boroughs. Like, if you think about it, for us in Houston, if you go over here off of Ella Boulevard, it's at least 50 apartment complexes. Those are considered the projects in Greens Point.
Yeah.
So what they do is, all right, if I got all these kids ripping and running around, right, in this environment, if I find a way to throw drugs in there, guess what happens? All the cops got to do is keep patrolling, because it's them. They know it's them. It's just like the stupid mentality of, you know, black guys all hanging at the corner store, and then, oh, the police harassing us. No, you put yourself in that position, dog. You hanging out on the corner, it's 7 of y'all sitting in front of a store. Why?
And that's
And
all
then, but I'm saying I'm serious. Like I get mad at our culture. Like you will hear me speak on it a lot because I get tired of it. Where it's like, dude, yes, it's black men. Yes, we get harassed by police. Yes, but 75% of that shit is on us. And I know it sounds high, but it is. If I'm hanging out on the street, I'm just sitting in a cut like this at the corner store.
Yo, not to cut you off. Let me introduce my man's in the building from the Talking Spit podcast, man. My man's introduce yourself and tell us about your platform, man.
I appreciate y'all for letting me come on, man. This is your boy Malachi from the city of the Shy. I'm Talking Spit. And I want to appreciate y'all for letting me tune in and chop it up with y'all. My podcast and my fellow podcaster, Brit Brat, her shows come on tonight. Our individual, we're talking B-sides, Mimosa Talk, check that out, Facebook Live. But what we come and talk about on Talking Spit is similar to the same things you guys talk about, which is fact nonfiction. You know what I'm saying? Straight to the point. I want to say it's no holds bar, but at the same time, it's real shit. Like shit that people act like they do not want to talk about and things that do not go on.
All right. Shout out to you for coming through.
Hey, you say you from Chicago, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's the average mindset for a black male out there in Chicago?
Okay. For the average, which the sad case is the average is not good, to be honest. Just on average. To be honest, though, on average, a lot of cats that know me that's cool in my circle and the people I talk to, they're probably gonna hate me for this a little bit, but it's a fact. On average is pretty much what you see that they push on mainstream. Which is sad, but it's the truth. At the same time, don't get me wrong, you do have mindful individuals out here. Don't get me wrong, Chicago is a beautiful place that has beautiful people. But I think with us is being average, the mindset is I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get, and it don't matter who in my way to get it.
So it's the survival mindset.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. That's the perfect word. It was very much so. It's a survival state out here. Fortunately for me, I've done my dirt. Thank God I was able to maneuver the way I did, but I was able to go to the service and see something different. You know what I'm saying? I was able to leave the environment that I was used to and common to. And I was always growing up. I was always having a chance to travel, but not to that extent to going across the world or being somewhere nowhere near home, you know what I'm saying? And here, it's a lot of people, the sad part about it is a lot of people on the south side of Chicago have never been to the west side of Chicago. People on the west side of Chicago have never been in the south side.
Facts. That is big facts. West side is foreign land over there, man. Yeah, so Donnie looking like I have no knowledge of none of this.
Well, no, the reason why I asked the question is because Donnie wanted to know, and it was a great question. She wanted to know why do us as black males have that mindset of, it's like the street mentality that we have. And it's like when you hear women growing up, you don't really hear women talk about that bad experience of like, I mean, it happens, but it's not a high.
Let me clarify.
Huh?
I asked that question because for me, in my mindset, I can't understand the idea that if you see somebody growing, if you grew up in the dirt and you see somebody growing past that, growing out of it, I don't understand the mindset of saying, oh, well, you think you better than me because you're doing something to elevate yourself. I'm trying to better myself. That doesn't mean I think I'm better than you, but if I'm trying to better myself and I actually got out the dirt, why would I want to go back in the dirt just to chill with you? That's what I'm saying.
You know what that is? That's their insecurity and fear that they have, that they see you accomplishing something. The fucked up part about it is they can accomplish it, but they don't have the drive. They don't have the drive. They don't have the vision, or they still got the same mentality they're trying to bring towards you, which is their fear of not knowing and trying to push it towards you because if they can't do it, there's no way you can.
And again, I like I said, I see it more so, or I hear it more so from Black men. I don't really hear a lot of Black women, put those same expectations on another Black woman. To the idea that, oh, you're supposed to stay down with me because I'm still down here. Like, I don't hear that happen a lot with Black women. And so that was my question, like, why is that so prevalent in Black men? Like, the idea, that mindset.
You know how I can compare that? And it's gonna sound wild. Wow, it's gonna sound wild.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I had to get the echo out your background.
It's gonna sound wild where I'm going with it, Donnie, but understand. Just like that mentality that you feel like men have, we don't understand the rape culture and all that for women. We don't. There's not a lot of men that you hear that got molested as kids or molested by the uncle or by the fucking boyfriend. All this happens in our culture with women. So when you hear men speak on it, and we come from a mentality of some of us never really ever experienced or seen it. Mm-hmm. So when you hear us speak about it, it's kind of like you don't hear. It's kind of like when I think somebody asked it, I don't remember who it was, and it was like basically the being molested or being raped or don't whatever happens in this house stays in this house. Those things were kind of told towards women all the time. We didn't really hit that shit all the time. Yeah. So that culture that you saying, hey, why is it this for y'all? We ask. I mean, I need more of us to do it. But me personally, it's like, hey, how is it? Like you said, Black men and Black women grew up two totally different ways. So then you have a mentality, and this really goes way back to slavery, but you have the house nigga and the field nigga. And Black men, a lot of us are field niggas. We don't understand shit that's going on in that house. Because all we know is we gotta go out here, get this money and survive and take care of responsibilities. That's all we fucking know.
That's fact.
Can I speak on something? So that the whole, because that was a conversation we had. I just haven't posted that episode, but that was a conversation.
Okay, it was okay. That's where it came from. Okay,
about the whole rape culture thing and the women, because you have pointed that out then. And that's when I lost connection with y'all, so I didn't get a chance to follow up. But you have pointed out then the whole, women who get molested and they get told by other women not to say nothing. The unfortunate thing about that is the unhealthy mindset, because that is that brainwashing that unfortunately a lot of women grew up with, that this is normal. And that's why I was telling you. That's why I said it's the rape culture we grew up in, because they grew up. Your generation, your mamas, your grandmas, your aunties, all that, they grew up with the idea that that's normal and it's acceptable and it's okay. You just don't talk about it. You deal with your pain silently. Like, you don't talk about it, period. You don't talk about it to me. You don't talk about it to your cousin. You don't talk, just let it go. Deal with whatever you're dealing with on the inside. That's so unhealthy and so damaging. And that's where, all these problems have manifested from. And that's why I'm saying, like, acknowledging that we grew up in a rape culture to me is not a bad thing. It's the fact that it's something that needs to be said, because it needs to change. Acknowledging the fact that too many women, too many people, period, told little girls to just if your daddy, your uncle, your brother, or somebody touch you, just stay away from them. That's so. Like, it frustrates me so much, because I'm like, you not real. Like, even to this day, I grew up, I had little boys that would be mean to me and would kick me or, pull my hair or push me. And I remember having people tell me, oh, that must mean he like you. They just like you. And I refused, because the way my mind worked.
I used to get told that.
I was like, you're not just tell me this little boy like me and he's hitting me. Like, that's not how that works. And I'm so grateful that not only did I have that mindset that I just refused to believe it, I also had nice little boys that would say, can I, pick me little flowers off the playground. Yeah, I might even weed flowers, but they would pick me flowers off the playground. They would ask me, can I hold your head?
It's the thought that counts.
They would say, can I buy you some snacks? You won't spend your 30-cent snack money on me? Yes, little boy, you can. I had those examples. So not only could I not fathom in my head that someone hurting me meant they liked me, I had examples of the exact opposite. So I refuse to believe that. Right. You have a lot of little girls that unfortunately they have developed the mindset of thinking that because they grew up seeing it, they saw their mamas get beat or aunts get beat, they saw cousins get, so they grew up with that mindset. and that's all in their head. And then they didn't get the example of someone that actually liked you being nice to you. So when y'all say why the girls like bad boys or jerks, I'm honestly saying, like I always tell you, that I can speak for me. I never start off like any guy that was bad because he started off that way. The jerk side came out later.
That's normally how it happens.
He started off being very nice, very kind, very sweet, very, hey, he started off like that. Because that's the only kind of guy that gets my attention. That jerk side, that's not for me. So I can't speak for the women though that do like that but I can tell you, they grew up seeing something traumatizing that has developed that mindset in them. That is what love is, that is what like is, that's how it looks like.
Can I ask where are you from? Where are y'all from? I mean, Ken, you already know it. Okay.
Houston,
okay. Okay.
Yeah, they both from Texas.
Oh, y'all from okay. Big Texas. Now what's so not say funny, but where I get where she comes from is the narrative that you understand, or you pay attention to the guy that knows how to court you. And what I always thought of, since you guys are both from the South, in my mind, most up north guys are more compatible with Southern women, and it's the opposite way around from what I've seen and what I've noticed. Because most guys I know from the South, or that was raised in the South, they have that hospitality. They have that hospitality. They have 10 times out of 10 cases not say 10 times out of 10, but 9 times out of 10.
Oh, well, that sucks. He probably got a phone call. Yeah, but what he about to say is right. Like, I'm from the South, so that southern hospitality, it's like we both, like, you were like that and so am I. So it's kind of like you get into one of these situations where you start trying to be compatible with someone and you're so much alike that y'all become opposite in a sense. Where you got men down here, like for me, okay, hey, my mom taught me how to cook, my sister showed me how to cook, so I learned how to do that. Most dudes don't know how to do that. They just know how to provide. And then they stuck on, I pay the bills, I don't want to be bothered when I come home.
Fact.
And then that's that.
I just had a conversation with somebody.
That's how I used to be. That's exactly how I used to be.
But why do we have to be so, and I just had this conversation, so I just said it, so y'all can hear this again. But why do we have to be so one-dimensional? I don't understand. Like, I'm someone who, yes, I do believe in gender roles, but I believe in gender roles because I don't believe it was just one set strict, this is it, this is all you do. Like, you just clean a house, you just watch kids, that's all. I don't believe in that. I believe it's like you just take a lead in an area, and when someone takes a lead, they can still get help somewhere else. They can also help in other areas where they're not the lead. I just don't understand how we got stuck on this. It's
deeply rooted, man. So even him pointing that out, and Ken just said it. He has the mentality of, man, I'm paying the bill, these lights are on, it's food on this table. Me, I'm more of the, let me make sure my wife good, let me go ahead and play with the kids. I'm different. Like,
no, I've heard Ken, look, I've heard Ken's version of
yeah, he is different.
Of what it meant to be a provider. Ken was on that.
No. I came in like that, but my marriage got me right together as far as how gender roles are supposed to be. Like,
and it's okay to have them.
I think it's a beautiful feeling when you dealing with somebody that wants you but doesn't need you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she reminded me from the gate, like, yo, I take care of everything myself. I don't need you for anything.
She wants you here. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And they gotta stop getting so fucking sensitive behind that shit.
Facts. Like, when she told me that,
you don't want nobody that needs you, motherfucker.
When she told me that, my response was, "Oh yeah, I'm finna marry you."
And you know what? And that's why I go to, like, when men try to say, like, Dale, I think it was us that were having this conversation. When with somebody else, I don't know. But when men try to say, oh, a woman, like, y'all don't want a woman if she wants to, you take care of her hair, her nails, and all that kind of stuff, like, it's problematic or whatever. I'm like, you do realize if she was doing this before you, she really just wants to see that it's a lifestyle that you can maintain as well. Like, it's not that I need you to do it. I want you to, because I've been doing it. But at the same time, I just want to know that, like, hey, we kind of on the same level. You kind of want to take care of me in that way. Like, that's all it's about. Like, I got it, obviously, because I've been doing it by myself.
Right.
For you.
I think I turned around and did a post after we had that conversation.
No, you did. I was waiting in your post. You never posted.
No, not that one. I wasn't falling in that rabbit hole. I'm talking about when I turned around. You tried it though. I said, I thought about it. I said, nah, that's not as good as I'm not doing it. But
I think sometimes
it was the bougie post.
Yeah.
And I'm like, men gotta understand that women have different levels of bouginess in them. Where it's like they might be expensive taste or a purse fetish or, hair or wig fetishes, whatever the case may be. I tell you, like, I think it was on Man Cave post. I think I posted.
We talked about the levels of bougie a couple episodes back.
Right.
I think I saw that post. So I saw that.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. You do have to learn that.
And I don't mind a bougie woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if a woman is used to having things, and she's gonna get out there and make sure she has those things, whether she has a man or not. And that's what I've come to appreciate more of, because, okay, if I do something for her, it's just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? She gonna make sure she right regardless.
But that's anybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Come in your life is supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, and because I've gotten so accustomed to women who gimme. I never had, a woman who came in with her own bag, her own mind frame, her own mindset to add to my bag and not take away from it. So that was a different feeling for me. So yeah, I was more susceptible to not even bowing down, but coming down off my high horse, because I felt like, okay, damn, I don't have to do as much. I mean, I'm still going to work hard. I'm still going to make sure she good. But if I ain't making sure she good, and if I fall off of some, she going to make sure we good. And as a man, we hope we never fall off, but it's good to know that if we do, we got somebody that can hold down the fort for temporary or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying go out and be a bum because your girl got it and your girl gonna take care. No, what I'm saying is, yeah, you gonna fall off. We don't plan on it, but me, I'm a guy. Huh? I
said life happens.
I'm a guy that plans for everything. If any move I make, okay, what's the long-term consequences if this fails? You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. That's how my thoughts is. Okay, so if this don't work out, bounce. How do I bounce this back? How do I play? So yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. I can get hit by a car. I can go get shot. I can go something. A plate of hot grits or something can come flying my way or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's a different feeling when, if I fuck up, hey, I'm right here. She right here. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what guys, lazy, no good for nothing ass niggas get that treatment too. They feel like, oh, my girl gonna hold everything down, so all I gotta do is dick her down. Dick don't work for just that. You know what I'm saying? Dick works when you doing what you're supposed to do on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to get that confused when I say good dick can get you whatever you want. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. But if you out here doing what the fuck you supposed to do on top of that, oh, you in the game.
Kid, look, I gotta stop. Let me tell you something. Look, okay, I don't care how good that D is. All right, look, unless it got me feel like ass yet, had me delusional, I better be seeing galaxies when I'm fucking with you. If you think your D game is that good to a point where you can do whatever, it better be on that level.
If like, your dick game good, you bringing in the money, you paying the bills, you taking care of the kids,
but you have to see how you add on to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, you have to
basically do whatever the fuck you want to do then, because you handling your business, you covering all corners. I ain't saying just I used to be like that, where a nigga just thought, damn, I got good dick, so I could do whatever the fuck I want to. I could come in when I want to. I could talk to you how I want to. That was my mentality.
Maybe the first wrong word.
That was my mentality. Like, I would do some foul, outlandish shit, and I felt like I could do that because of who I am and what I'm doing. And then I got a reality check, and then it was like, yeah, I don't like being like that no more. Let me flip this up a little bit. So
get mad at you. I applaud you. One thing I do like about you, and the reason why I like talking to you is because you do show signs of an ability to grow. And so that is commendable in anybody. And that's why I'm like, I take your foolishness with the good, because I'm like, this is a man that is, he's being very transparent, very open. And at times he says some stuff that I'm like, boy. But along with that, if you sit and listen and you let him talk, like when we have conversations, I'm like, okay, he's intelligent. He got some sense. He's about growing. Like, okay, you know what? This is a black man doing things. Like, I can give you props for that. Okay. But you do build some other stuff that I was like,
I do. And you know what? I ain't even gonna flex. Like, you ain't the only person that say that. It's a lot of people that feel like that way. Oh man, you smart as fuck, but you just be saying some goofy shit. I don't be saying goofy shit, but if you really listen to what I be saying, I do be having the point. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me me, and that's what makes this platform me, because I think anybody that comes on here knows, okay, he ain't gonna say something outlandish. It's happening. And I just wrote on Instagram, like, this is a serious episode, because I ain't made no jokes. I ain't done. I'm on a different wavelength tonight. And I don't know why I started off like that. The first topic that we had was good men do exist. You know what I'm saying? That was the opening topic. And we was there
a female on here when y'all talked about that?
Nah, see, I channel my inner man cave on that one. You know, we on
can I speak on it?
Nah, we already spoke on it. I was just saying it's okay to be a good man, and it's the difference between being a good man and being a perfect man. You can't expect that man just because he ain't perfect don't mean he ain't a good man. You know
no such thing as perfection.
So
no such thing as perfection.
But what I will say, since this seemed to be the theme, what is coming on too strong to you?
Just
like say
when you don't respect someone's boundaries, that's too strong. Like, this is why I don't know why people have made dating and stuff so hard, because I'm like, dude, and that's why I was telling y'all, like, I'm okay with canceling some of the things you grew up with, because people, whether you realize it or not, it did form a lot of people's mentality, you know. And like this, when we started getting this Me Too era, I don't know if y'all remember or saw this, whatever, but there was commercials or there were people saying, or men saying, like, basically they don't even want to approach a woman because they don't want to be seen as this, that, or like, and it's like, so is your only idea of how to approach a woman is if I go man cave? I mean, I'm sorry, not man cave. But if I go ignorant and have to be, harass her, like, that's the only way you know how to approach. I didn't mean to say man cave, but that's the only way you know how to approach a woman. It's to basically berate her or disrespect her or cross boundaries, physical and all that kind of stuff. That's the only way you know how to approach. Like, that's sad. You don't know how to just be a gentleman and just say, hey, hello, how you doing? What's up? Can I get your name? Oh, no. All right, then bye. Move on to the next person. It's not that hard. It's really not.
Some dudes have a problem with rejection.
No, it's beyond rejection. Like, it was really a level of fear of, I don't want to be seen as harassing her. Like, dude, again, you don't know how to just say hello. Like, and like, it's the idea that y'all weren't taught at all that, hey, let me approach by saying my name. If she's not interested, let me move around and leave her alone. Like, why is that such a hard concept that you like, I just don't, I won't do it though.
And let me say this. When a woman turns you down or rejects you, there should be no reason why that woman should lose her life. You know what I'm saying? At all. I've read some of these articles that Erica's been posting, and I was just like, yo, this shit is horrendous. Like, this shit is terrible. Like, it was a story not too long ago that I read about in Detroit. The lady didn't want to talk to the dude in the club, and he waited till she got out of the club and he shot her and killed her. You know what I'm saying?
That's real life.
I was just like, yo, all because she didn't want to talk to you, bro. Like, yo.
Dude, I grew up I give anybody my number. Honestly, I don't care because I don't answer my phone. But part of why I grew up.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, a lot of women out here just giving their number because they don't know.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
They don't know.
Don't want the repercussions because it was always a few times of getting called a bitch, no matter how you said no. I mean, I could be like this, no, thank you. I can even say I got a man and it was still, what they got to do with me? It's like, dude, see, that's when you are crossing boundaries and being disrespectful. It's like, dude, if I'm telling you no, just leave it alone. But that did not matter. So so I got to the point where I was like, oh, you want my, okay, here you go, take my number. You're gonna call and I'm never gonna answer, but you can have it because I'm not fixing to go into, because now what they like to do is call you right on the spot. So you better get them the right number because when you have your phone in your hand and they're like, okay, can I get your number? Then they calling you like, I'm calling you. You don't see, oh yeah, I see you right here.
Well, it's important that I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that do this. Once that moment comes and it's like we on strangers, I'm like, look, if we not gonna talk, bro, don't. It's no point. I'm cool with the casual club conversation. I can bounce. I'm not tripping on that shit. But I've seen it happen to other guys, but I haven't ran across the situation where I felt the need to get disrespectful to a woman. So I don't know. I've seen it before though. Like
every woman has been disrespected at one point in her life. Just because she said no. Just and not because she got said with an attitude.
That's a fact.
Just simply because she said no.
I'm about to jump out of this, man.
All right, we about to wrap it up anyway. Final thoughts. Gonna start with Miss Donnie.
Well, I came in last, so I really don't even know what y'all talking about, I feel like. So I guess my final thoughts are just simply respect boundaries, like, and don't take it personal. Don't take someone else's boundaries as a personal attack against you. Just respect it and move around. Whatever it is, just say, okay, accept it and move around.
Final thoughts, Dale Pizzle.
Man, let's just learn to respect each other and support each other when it's something like it. And I know it's important to mind, quote unquote, mind our business, but it's been times I had to intervene on situations because I could see that a woman was uncomfortable. Like, I think it literally just happened this past weekend, no funny shit. The girl was like sitting in the corner like this. And I'm looking and I'm like, the signal like, you good? And you can see I just walked over, grabbed her hand and pulled her away from the dude, set her down, walked off. That was it. Us as men gotta pay attention to that shit. Cause some dudes don't pay attention to it, and then you always catch them sloppy drunk dudes that, it's just, I don't know. I got a little girl. I ain't got fucking time. So yeah, that's my final thought.
My final thoughts is, if you feel like you can't be good for that person, go ahead and free yourself. Real talk.
Didn't Fantasia make that song?
Very much so.
Don't waste their time.
It sounded familiar. Okay.
And just learn, if a person tell you no, it's okay. You know how many $40 hollers it is out here? Just because one person tell you no, don't mean everybody gonna tell you no. For the right price, there's some chicks out here that'll tell you yes.
Good night. Good night.
All right. Then.
Good night.
Y'all know what it is with us, man. It's Bet the House podcast, man. Just take note. That's it. That's all. All right, man. We out.